Balenciaga in the stool.
Yeah.
Magdalene, how are you? Yeah. I went toe to toe with the devil and I showed him how to get up.
'Cause it's my life, yeah. It's my life. I went toe to toe with the devil and I showed him where to get up.
'Cause it's my life. I went toe to toe. It's my life. It's so easy to fight when you know what you're fighting for.
Easy.
It's so easy to hear when you know your skills don't give the deep like before.
Yeah.
'Cause on this road of life, we don't care who you are. Who is who?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Who is who?
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I went toe to toe with the devil and I showed him how to get up.
'Cause it's my life, yeah. It's my life. I went toe to toe with the devil and I showed him where to get up.
'Cause it's my life. It's my life.
I'm at peace every time I smile internally, and my heart's filled with love I give entirely. No advantages, it comes, it goes mutually. If you faking, I don't care, it occurs usually. Sooner or later, I'll be everywhere you go, just like MTN. Mula will be blowing my account, not this empty hand. VVVIP, just not recognized yet. And this love I got for music and appreciate, yeah. Look. 2 in a million can't make a difference, but a million on 2 is forever dominant. I've been going extra miles, Banzibantala morale. I mean, where they at now? I mean, look at me
I
now.
went toe to toe with the devil and I showed him how to get up.
'Cause it's my life, yeah. It's my life. I went toe to toe with the devil and I showed him where to get up.
'Cause it's my life. It's my life.
Try to measure the devil's shoe size. I think I've done it quite a few times. Every other day I get confused by how the world is working against the good as you witnessing the good die. And the devil out here waving goodbye. But I'm never folding 'cause I know how roughening it gets. Holding how you think I finna stop this quest. I promise shorty blue skies. That's what I'll do right. We finna get up off this hood life. And I'm the strongest link. And I wanted to sing a song like this. Touchdown to the earth, now I shall plant all the seeds in a card. I'm a hell of a guy, I think you need to
I
avoid.
went toe to toe with the devil and I showed him how to get up.
'Cause it's my life, yeah. It's my life. I went toe to toe with the devil and I showed him where to get up.
'Cause it's my life. It's my life. Toe with the devil. And that's the end of this track.
Yo, I hope you guys can hear me right. What's up, what's good, people? I hope y'all chilling well with them good people, man. She's still chilling right here with your boy Malcom. Today I'm actually coming straight to you live in Joburg. Yeah, I'm in Joburg, I'm far from home, and I thought I should actually still continue with the podcasting and stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm facing some crazy ass difficulties with the system that I'm using here, because I couldn't carry my whole system to here. So I actually wanna see how much of it I can push. Hopefully I can push finish enough, even if it's a 30-minute show, because I don't think I'm gonna do a whole hour, provided I should even encountered a little bit of load shedding. You know how it is in South Africa. Certain things are actually norms, so but yeah, I'm here with you guys tonight on the late night talk with Malcom, man. So yeah, I actually opened the show with one of the dopest songs recorded in my studio by this guy called MC Malcom. He also featured this lady called Balenciaga. That's what she calls herself. She's got a beautiful voice, man. And then I'm also featured in the song as well, if in case you didn't hear my first day. Yeah, today I'm really facing some crazy issues. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to play some online content and stuff, cause whoa, I think I should just talk on the issue that I wanted to talk on today, just to give it a little fresh start. But I believe we actually have to continue this show some other time, because I really have to see how I can actually conjure this problem, because I'm gonna be here for a minute, not too long, but enough to lose consistency if I don't try to keep it up, so yeah, man, let's get to it. I actually wanted to talk about a very sensitive issue that happened past couple of days ago, about I bet everybody knows AKA, man, and I bet everybody who knows AKA knows what happened to AKA's fiance a couple of days back. So she apparently fell off of a building. She apparently she was depressed, and she was fighting that, and AKA was trying to help her out, and apparently she then they were apparently having a party, and then next thing in the morning she committed suicide, and rumor says that she was also pregnant with AKA's baby. So that's deep, man. Yeah, so that's actually going to highlight my night story and the news, and it's actually even going to play part with the topic of the day, which is based on depression. Yeah, I wanted to talk about depression, about how I see this caption on, it's actually everywhere. They say that we're a sad generation with happy pictures, with jolly good pictures, but really there's a lot that's going on in our heads, and there's a lot that's going on with our lives, and it's very private, and people don't even because the way we're living in this world, depression is something that those that feel that are not depressed feels like it's somewhat they don't think it's as deep as it is. Most people just think hey, these people are just crying out for help, or they're just trying to grab attention, or they just too full of themselves, stuffs like that, because sometimes a person might not even show. Most people are actually happy. The most depressed people like to smile, because they feel like the world deserves to see them smile, as opposed to the way they're feeling inside, and it kills a lot of people, literally, because people are like, there's more suicide than homicide if you actually check these days. Not that it's a good thing, not that any of it is good, because we keep losing lives, and families are always mourning. People would never really understand what's going on. Other people will actually go as far as, but she had money, AKA is rich, so why would she do that? Problem is, people think money solves everything, and there's a lot of proof out of that with a lot of people who actually committed suicide. I remember Dave Chappelle was talking about this guy who was the most famous, like the one guy who actually gets everything he wants. He can talk to Barack Obama at any given time of day, somebody who is that high ranked in America, also committed suicide, you know. And then he gave on to talk about how there's people in life who like hits like real hard, like the hardest, you know, on in life, and then what happens is they still there, you know, they still trying to live it off, you know. Some people's lives actually harder than the others, but they try as much as they can to live, you know. And some people just can't handle that much pressure, and some people don't have a way to actually do it, you know. And there's like levels to this depression thing, you know. I believe I should actually try to give a more formal definition of depression. And if you guys feel like you can add on to what I'm talking about, if you feel like there's something you need to say about this, please holler at me. Hopefully as I'm doing this, my system will come back, and then I can give you guys some more insight, especially displaying the content on my screen so that you guys can actually see what I'm talking about, especially this highlight story of AKA's fiance. Is it Nelly? Yeah, I think her name is Nelly, right? Yeah, Nelly Tembe. Yeah, man. So if you have any insight, if you feel like you can relate with such issues, but then you feel like there's more you could do to help yourself live, because suicidal thoughts are very like that, it's sensitive, but like there's people who actually live with such on their daily lives, you know. They feel like they don't deserve to live in this world regardless what they get. Other people go as far as when they have everything that comes to them, they still feel like they don't, like what can I say, they don't, you know, they actually feel like they don't, wow, like deserve the things that they get, you know. So well, I'm trying to look for like the definition, you know, the dictionary's definition of depression, but here I'm actually getting like diagnosis, you know. Okay, so basically depression is a serious condition that negatively affects how a person thinks, feels and behaves. In contrast to normal sadness, clinical depression is persistent, often interferes with the person's ability to experience or anticipate pleasures and significance thereafter with functioning in daily lives. So basically clinical depression is something that persists, like that's always there. So regardless how happy you may look, you still feel depressed, you know. There's people who live with such, just like how I believe that Nelly Tembe actually displayed signs of happiness, you know, especially when he was with AKA all the time, actually, because she's a young vibrant soul, you know, but she ended up doing what she did, you know. And be as it may, you know, there's people who will come up with their own conclusions as to what happened. Some other people are actually even saying that she was pushed, you know, because everybody was like, but she was so happy the night before, you know. But then I've checked this other waitress. Apparently the waitress actually witnessed the whole thing as she fell down on the top floor building. Actually let me check the whole story so that I can actually give you guys the real story of what happened to Nelly Tembe, because I'm taken from opinion and certain aspects that I've read about it. I haven't really looked into it, but here we are. So so they say AKA fiance Nelly Tembe accident police. So yeah, basically they are investigating circumstances around the death of a 22-year-old woman. Well, I'm actually reading this in a very different language. but I believe, oh yeah, here we are on Times Live. Okay, maybe I can play this to you guys so that you can see what the hell I'm talking about. But then anyway, so they say the circumstances of her death are yet to be known, so they're still investigating it, as it seems, so apparently she died on Sunday at the Pepper Club Hotel in Cape Town after she apparently fell from the 10th floor of the hotel. So yeah, that's basically what happened, man. And everybody says it's depression. Some other people are saying that it happened as an accident. Some other people are saying that she was pushed down the building. But I remember somebody, there was a witness. I'm not sure if that person was just trying to get clout or something, or if she actually saw them, so yeah, man, 22-year-old fiance of AKA, she was living the life in a way, unless we don't know something. That's the thing, they only show who they are, and we never really, we're not mind readers that goes on in a person's mind. But there's a lot of ways we can actually try and conjure this, but I don't think depression is something that a community or an external force can actually help somebody who doesn't want to be helped out of that situation. There's people who are actually feeling depressed and they hate it. They want to actually get out of it. They try to get as much help as they can, and most of them actually get the help at the end of the day. But there's those people who feel like, what, life ain't for me, and it sucks, because you find yourself that there's a lot of people who actually care for you in regardless of the situation that you're in, and they feel like maybe the world needs people like those type of, like you, in a sense, and you out there feeling like, I don't really vibe with this life, I wanna end it. And I don't know, people would say that it's become fashionable to be depressed, but I actually have an idea that I actually wrote this in a verse that I grew up I'm from the generation of kicking depression right out the door, because we never really had the time to actually be depressed. I don't know if that makes sense, because I feel like depression is giving yourself enough time to think about all your flaws, all your all the things that you cannot be able to do or provide or fulfill or satisfy to yourself or other people. So we grew up playing like every kind of game that you would find anywhere. We started playing with bricks, using them as cars, using our imagination to actually, things like that. Activities such like that would actually make you not want to just sit and think about like things that probably don't even concern you at that age. So these days we live in our screens, we live in our phones and by ourselves. There's like more introverts in this world than extroverts, and it's quite scary. It ain't to say that people don't need to be alone and to and to express themselves in solitude, which is cool, but I feel like we are being desensitized, and at the same time we are being lonesome, and yet we don't even know what that means. So in most cases you find people who are very antisocial, and their social cues really sucks. You find yourself chilling with somebody and you're trying to talk to them, and whatever response that comes, you realize, this person doesn't chill with people, like the type of mindset that they got. You know what I mean? You can't even just socialize with them. So it really sucks to like social cues in any age, in anywhere. Because I remember was it Chris Rock saying something about who gives a damn if you can code, if you're going to cry because the boss didn't greet you. We're not socially aware of the things that can harm us in any way, because we don't really get that on constitute to being with other people. I'm not condoning, I'm not saying we should all be, especially in these times of COVID and stuff, but I'm saying that you need a friend. Everybody needs a friend, and I believe that it has to be a genuine friend, because you need to talk about just your issues, man. Talk about your problems, find a way to deal with them, because they can kill you, literally. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, because it happens. Like suicide it's actually a lot of there's a lot of suicidal cases. They're just not as televised as, like, your homicide, your GBVs, your cop killings and fees must falls and all that. These ones are very private. I can't really say private, let me not say private, but they're just not televised as much as they should, because I believe it will spark this kind of conversations everywhere, because people need to ask questions like, what's wrong, are you okay, and be genuine about it, be willing to listen. The problem is everybody has a story, and I tell you my story, you want to tell me your story. Nobody has the time to listen. Things like that actually matter. We don't sweat the small stuff because we don't think that they do matter in our lives until they do, because they become bigger, and then we don't know how to handle them. Like I said, somebody would cry over the fact that the boss didn't greet them, but they'll be like geniuses out there. So we need to balance ourselves, balance our emotional, our intelligent state, emotional state, and our spiritual state, I believe, because you need to be a balanced kind of person. You need to understand self-knowledge, knowledge of the world and its surrounding, especially because you live in it. So I'm talking a lot because it's a sensitive issue. I'm gonna try to hook you guys up with a lot more music. I want to see if I can actually play something from the net, because like I said, I'm really having some really bad like the network connection here is really bad, man. I can't even believe it. But yeah, man, I'm live in Johannesburg, man. If you are around here and you represent the 15, shout out. Not to say that I'm not shouting out people from Johannesburg, man. I visit this place, I have friends here and stuff. So, but Seshtown Wave is all about keeping that local content, that local love, man. And with that, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of artists, but like I said, I need to fix this, because as much as I want to do all that, the system is really failing me, man. It's really like, it's not even funny. But I'm glad that you guys are watching. I can see a lot of people are logged in, and which is crazy, especially with all this that's happening on my PC. But let's get back to it. So what does depression, what is it to you? How can you define that, like, as a person? That's what I want to know from you guys. Just hit me up. You can Telegram, call me, but I don't think today it's gonna work with the type of system that I got. But you can give me some VNs on WhatsApp. I believe I can play those for other people to actually listen, who are listening in and stuff. My number is 067 614 4444. Just check that out, and if you have any comment, if you have something you can say about it, just holler at me, man. Hey, man, I want to play this music video from anti bullshit. That's his AKA. That's his name is Chris. He's actually from the from around here, actually. He's actually a Josie cat. He is one pioneer. That's one thing for a fact. He runs this company with his team called Hip Hop 411, which hosts like crazy battles in Joburg. Actually, them niggas travel, they everywhere, you know. I wanna play one of his music videos, but I am really encountering like some crazy network issues. So I believe today I'm gonna like probably repeat like an early playlist, because I don't really have much, you know. I actually get links and stuff and then I play from there. But as I go out for now for a little break, I'm going to give you Black Panther. I believe that Black Panther has a couple of songs that I can hook you up with. I could play Dancing with the Ghost, but I think I played that song a lot. So I wanna try and get something different.